Hi, it's Nicole McWork with this week's Stamping Fun Friday, and today I have a very simple designed card that I made a whole bunch of them for a gift set, and it's real easy to do. I like to, when I'm doing a card set like this, I like to try to find a design that's easy to create in steps and repeat. So for this particular, I'm just going to share one of the cards, and I cut down a 8.5 by 11 sheet of white cardstock. I just cut it down the center of the page vertically so that it will fold at the top. I like to do that a lot, which will create a standard size card, and I'm going to score it in the middle using my Martha Stewart scoring board right at the 5.5 mark. You can see it creates a really nice crease. Fold it right in half and it's perfect. I also trimmed down my cardstock to 4 inches by 5.25 inches, this kind of melon colored piece here. I'm going to use some Hollyhock ink from Close to My Heart. It's close enough to the color of the cardstock that it'll work well with it to kind of give a tone-on-tone pattern. And I'm using the Hero Arts envelope pattern design block stamp for the background of my colorful cardstock here. You can see there, it's just a real subtle tone-on-tone. I like to do that a lot. I think it dresses up the background without adding a whole lot of additional elements. Next, I am going to take, all of my stamp sets today are from Hero Arts. I'm going to take their Delicate Blossoms stamps. And this is a clear stamp set. And I'm going to ink up the stamp with some white ink, also from Close to My Heart. This is the White Daisy. I really like this white ink. I think it stamps real pretty on dark cardstock. And you can see there that it stamped the flower really pretty there, right over my kind of plaid background. And I'm going to just round that top right corner with the 1/2 inch corner rounder. Next, I'm going to take a greeting from the Sending Smiles stamp set. It's a clear stamp set from Hero Arts. And this particular stamp set has like your main greeting and then another little greeting that's perfect for the inside of the card. I did use several other stamp sets for the other cards, and those will be shared at the end of this video and also on my blog. Next, I'm taking some gray felt. This happens to be from Heather Bailey, and I'm using a paper tray ink die, that small rickrack, to die cut a whole bunch of rickrack borders for my card. I've cleaned my stamp, and I'm going to use this same same flower stamp, I should say, and I'm going to stamp it right on the side of the inside of my card in a colorful ink, the same ink I used for the background stamp. And that just dresses up the inside of the card. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the inside greeting from the Sending Smiles stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that greeting with Stampin' Up's basic gray ink. This gray ink is my favorite, my current favorite. It's just a little softer than black, but still nice, dark, and readable. Okay, I have temporarily adhered my vellum border that I stamped the greeting on to the bottom of the card with the rickrack border, and then I machine stitched it on, and I'm just going to trim off that excess there. I left plenty of overhang on both sides so that I didn't cut it too short or anything like that. Sometimes, especially when you're stitching something on, it might kind of pull or something and get skewed, so I always like to trim it after I've sewn it on. And you can also see that I sewed only on this front piece. I didn't sew through the card base because I want to hide all that machine stitching, and I'm sewing on some coordinating buttons here. I want to hide all of that, and so that you don't see that when you open up the inside of the card. I really like to make sure the inside of my card is just as pretty as the outside, and To do that, I really don't like to show any backs of brads or the sewing or anything like that. I added a little really thin ribbon to one of the buttons to adhere or to dress that one up just a little bit. I'm going to apply a little adhesive, and I've rounded that top right corner of the card base as well and attach that right to my card. And that is it. For more information on creating an assembly line style of gift cards, please visit my blog at www.nicolemcgurk.typepad.com on February 18th, 2011. Thanks for watching.